I'm Sabrina Samuels, and welcome to my show, Upfront and Personal. It's my intention to deliver information that will help us maintain a quality lifestyle in all aspects of our lives. So let's get started. Welcome back to another edition of the Sabrina Samuels Show with me, Sabrina Samuels. On this edition, we'll get upfront and personal as it relates to a woman's health. We've had Dr. Denard Fobbs from Fresno, California, joining us via phone for a couple of sessions now. And we're so excited. But one thing we want to talk about today is you can get your hormones balanced, you can get yourself together, but let's talk about cancer and how the fear of cancer has stopped women from pursuing hormone replacement therapy. There's a natural approach out there, ladies, and Dr. Fobbs is here to tell us about it, and he's going to dispel the myth. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Welcome to the Beckman Method. I'm Sabrina Samuels, and enhancing the lives of others has been my passion for over 35 years. Through interactive workshops and seminars, inspirational and motivational speaking, I help others to discover the hidden treasures, gifts, and talents within themselves. Take a look at our website and review our menu selection. Thank you. Welcome back. Once again, I'm Sabrina Samuels, and joining me is Dr. Denard Fobbs from Fresno, California. Dr. Fobbs, welcome once again to our show, sir.
Good morning, Sabrina. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Fobbs, I have had so many calls, so many emails with women excited about the information that you have given us on the last two shows that you were on. But they want to know, they're afraid. They want to know about how breast cancer might affect them if they take hormones. Can you please dispel the myths?
Well, Sabrina, I actually appreciate you asking that question, because that's really the proverbial 800 or 1,200 pound gorilla in the room when you start talking about hormones. What has happened is that there has been a huge wealth of information, most of it bad information, about the linkage between female hormones with breast cancer over the last 10 years.
Wow.
And that is one of my principal areas of concern and interest. So let me tell you what I think is the most important thing for people to know, and that is that if you look at the information that most American doctors speak from, it will be the information from the Women's Health Initiative study of 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it does show that the hormones that they use cause an increased risk of breast cancer of about 30-40%. And actually, if you look at some European studies looking at permanent Provera, the same hormone, the increased risk was as high as 40 to 60%. So I think it proved without a shadow of a doubt that those hormones, which are entirely synthetic and entirely unnatural, do increase the risk of breast cancer.
Unbelievable. This is real scary. This is real scary. What can a woman do? Breast cancer seems to be on the rise. People are just devastated about this problem we're having. What can women do? If you're not taking hormone replacement therapy, there are younger women getting breast cancer now. It's something going on here, doctor, and we want to know. Give us your take on it, please.
Well, I think that the key is to look at hormone balance.
Okay.
And the hormone balance should always be natural hormone balance. So the first thing a woman should do is just not take synthetic hormones.
Yes.
Because it's the synthetic hormones that are unequivocally associated with an increased risk of breast cancer. I think the most compelling study we have to work with, and unfortunately most American doctors ignore it, are the European studies, and the main one was a French study involving about 100,000 women, which showed without a doubt that permanent Provera, because they did use permanent Provera in France, increased the risk of breast cancer by over 40%. But the remarkable thing it showed was that other synthetics that were not as bad as permanent Provera increased the breast cancer risk by about 20%. for the women they had on natural hormones or bioidentical hormones, they had a 10% decreased risk of breast cancer. And there are other studies that show as much as a 30% decreased risk of breast cancer when hormones are balanced and used naturally and most appropriately. So I think that's the heartwarming part about the whole story, is that you can go from a 40 to 60% increased risk of breast cancer using synthetic hormones to a 10 to 30% decreased risk of breast cancer by using the proper hormones balanced precisely. So there's hope. I believe that things are done correctly in that area.
Okay, we have Breast Cancer Awareness Month where we put on our pink and, we really get out there and make, things happen in terms of awareness. But I think the information that you are giving is so important, and we don't get that kind of information. How can we get more of this type of information? What should a woman do? How can she... Of course, you can go to drfobbs.com, absolutely can do that. But what can a woman do in her area, wherever she may be?
Well, you have to find someone who is familiar with natural and bioidentical hormones and hormone balancing, Sabrina, because even before menopause, there are many women who have what we call estrogen dominance. They simply make an abundance of estrogen, and they have deficiencies of progesterone. They have imbalances and excesses of stress hormones. And so a doctor who's really driven and who's experienced in hormone balance will look at all that and help to restore hormone balance. And it's that restoration of hormone balance that diminishes the risk of breast cancer and gets rid of these increased risks. So you really just have to find someone who is well-versed in that area.
Okay, now I understand on your website you will have informative clips that can educate women. How does that process work, please, when they go to your website?
Well, when they go to the website, they'll get a lot of information regarding precision and natural hormone balancing. They'll have access to our web-driven information system, as well as contact information where they can arrange to talk with me to submit information so that we can look at their hormones and do hormone testing. So really, pretty much everything can be accessed through our hormone website on the web, and that process can begin. And what we do is, we act as a consultant. We don't necessarily try to take over everything, but we can work with their doctors wherever they are and begin to engage this process of hormone balancing and reducing their risk. I think that one of the things I want to point out is some very, very disruptive scary things that we see on a daily basis because we do so much testing. And that is, rather than give a lecture, I'd rather give a story. And one of those stories would be a young lady who I saw about 2 weeks ago who had breast cancer twice. She had original breast cancer, and then she had a second breast cancer. And we tested her hormones, and what it showed was that she had the estrogen levels, the estradiol, the strong estrogen levels of a 20-year-old.
Oh, my
goodness. But she had no progesterone. She had virtually none of the weaker protective estrogen and estriol that I told you about in the past. And so her problem was hormone balance. So even though she had had 2 breast cancers, she still had a hormone imbalance that would make her likely to have breast cancer again because no one had looked at her hormones. So I think that balancing hormones and being aware of where you are and correcting imbalances is going to be the key to making a massive impact in that area.
Okay, well, thank you so much. You are so informative. We appreciate you. Can we have you back again soon?
Well, of course. I always, and as I have this morning, enjoyed talking to you and love to do it again.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Fobbs. More to come in a moment.
Take care, Sabrina.
You too. Stay with us. More to come.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.